Please be seated. Distinguished guests, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, Professor Jane Harrington.
Graduands, family, friends, guests and colleagues, as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you here today. It is my absolute honour and delight to congratulate you all on your incredible achievements. And I'm really excited that we can actually be here in person. Isn't it fabulous? And in such a wonderful setting as well. And it's really wonderful seeing you all sat there in your gowns with your hats on, all ready to graduate. I'm just so pleased that we can do it today. Every year, a new generation of graduates goes through the doors of this absolutely lovely chapel, each embarking on an exciting future. Each group is unique, making every graduation a really wonderful occasion. Today is finally your time, as we have all gathered here today to celebrate you, the class of 2020. So please do enjoy every minute of it. And many of you, while you've been studying, will have been supported by family and friends on your journey. And I've no doubt that they will have had, particularly over the last 18 months, that there have been many bumps along the way. And they will have supported you, in some cases financially, and almost always emotionally. And I do know that you'd like to thank them. So what I ask you to do is, if you could all as a group stand up and face your family and friends, and also, go on then, up you come. And if you could also remember, there's many people who can't be here today, but they'll be watching this on live stream. So what I would like you to do is to show your appreciation to each of them right now. And please make as much noise as you can. Well, okay. Now I've got a little competition going on who's the loudest. You're not winning yet, so I think you can do a bit better, can't you? Are you ready? Can you you can holler, you can shout, clap. Ready, steady, off you go. Bit more. Thank you very much. And I think they did really appreciate you all. Now, this chapel is a truly special place in which to host today's ceremonies. It reminds us of Greenwich's 130-year history as a seat of learning, and we take enormous pride in that. Our heritage is one of high standards of teaching, of research and enterprise, and it's the reason why more than 38,000 students come and study with us every year. At the University of Greenwich, we know that our students are outstanding. We know that you all have endless potential, and we know that you're able to achieve absolutely extraordinary things. And I hope that throughout your time here, we've inspired and empowered you to believe in that too. Our alumni community already includes really inspiring individuals such as Shabina Begum, who's only 29, but she was included in the top 100 influential British Bangladeshis in the UK for her work on combating domestic violence and ending early forced marriage. Or such people as Dave Rowntree, the drummer in Blur. Or the many students who went out to start their own businesses and become CEOs. And I, along with everyone at the university, looks forward with interest to see how your careers develop and hearing what you're up to over the next few years. Now, I know, and we all know, that graduating during a global pandemic must have been daunting, to say the very least. But I've full faith that each and every one of you will go on to do amazing things. With your wide-ranging experience and the university's outstanding employability record, we were the top modern London university for graduate employability last year. You are really well prepared for the next challenge. And always remember, you are Generation Greenwich. Now, a university doesn't exist without the staff and without the wonderful staff that are here. It is nothing. Many of these staff have supported you during your journey with us. And what I'm going to do now is I'd like to ask all of the staff, so we've got academic and professional staff around the room. So if you could all stand up, please. If you could stand up. And if you could stand up around the room. Thank you. And what I would like to ask everyone to do is to join me in thanking the PVC, her senior team, and each and every member of staff at the faculty and university for everything that they do to support students and make the University of Greenwich what it is. It is a wonderful, caring, collegiate and supportive place to be. And it wouldn't be that without the staff. So thank you from me and from the whole university very much. Thank you. Now, a leader I used to work for always used to say that there are 3 types of people in the world. Firstly, there are people who look around themselves and say, what happened? Secondly, there are people who see things happen and watch. And finally, there are people who make things happen. And what I'd say to all of you is, be someone who makes things happen. And as you take this next step towards your future, be confident, be proud, be caring, and above all, aim high. Take inspiration from those who've gone before you and those who are around you. And have a look around now at yourselves. Have a look around at each other. Who's next to you? Because what you're looking at are future leaders, future CEOs, and a whole rows of talent. So don't remind yourselves of that. You are all people that will make things happen. Now, as of today, you have joined a global alumni community which is now over 250,000 strong. And now more than ever, this community is a really powerful resource, and it's one that you can lean on. And they, along with the university, can really help you to progress with your graduate career. You also have access to the full services of the Employability and Career Service up to 2 years after completing your studies. And if you haven't done so already, and you can do it outside, do sign up to Ask Alumni. Ask Alumni is where you can connect with fellow alumni. It's where you can expand your professional networks. And it's also where you can seek career insights that can really help you to navigate the next stages of your journey. Now, for today and for the future, I offer you my very best wishes and sincere congratulations on your achievements today. And I'd like to finish by drawing on the words of Nelson Mandela, who said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." So graduates of 2020, go and change the world and make it a better place for all of us. Thank you very much.
Greenwich Students' Union Officer, Neil Lewis.
These quotes get tangled everywhere, isn't it, guys? Distinguished guests, academic staff, loved ones, those of you listening from home, and most importantly, graduates of 2020, welcome to your graduation ceremony. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings be upon you, to my Muslim brothers and sisters, and Eid Mubarak to you today. So I know you've been waiting for this for quite some time. It's been a year now. So let's soak this in and never take for granted again the importance of keeping our friends and families close, and cherish these moments, because we've learned all too well over the past year that they're not promised. And it's so surreal that we can be here today, together in this chapel, and I can look out onto your faces and you have absolutely no opportunity to turn your webcams off. And if we were on Microsoft Teams or in Zoom, what better background can we ask for than this lovely chapel? Now, we're here today because some time ago, you made the decision to improve yourself, improve your skills, and your knowledge by coming to the University of Greenwich. And today, that decision has finally paid off. But of course, you all have ambitions far beyond your time here at Greenwich, as Jane said, future CEOs and so on. So this is only the first chapter, or one chapter in the story of your life. You came to Greenwich to earn the academic authority that will follow you through life, and you have that today. But of course, we've also learned a lot of lessons in the past 18 months, and one of the most important lessons for me is that life will throw everything that it has at you, and you will face unexpected obstacles that try to hinder the realization of your ambition. But recently, I learned two things from Greenwich students. Firstly, about 1 month ago, I had the privilege of hosting the first ever Greenwich Student Conference, and students bravely told the conference about some of the challenges which they faced through the middle of the pandemic. From mental health challenges and being stranded somewhere across the world to homelessness and even losing loved ones. But their stories were not one of despair, their stories were of resilience. And I heard the most relentless stories of efforts to bounce back from all sorts of challenges which life threw at our door, but Generation Greenwich answered that call. So this is the first lesson in combating life's challenges, resilience. But of course, I'm not here to lecture you on life lessons. You've had your full share of lectures, which is why you're here today. But I'm here to learn these same lessons from you and the example which you have set for those that come after you. Because more than any academic year I've seen, the class of 2020 has displayed true grit and resilience. And it's been some time now, but I don't know if you guys remember when 2020 was such a bad year that it became a meme, because back in January, people feared world wars, Australia and the Amazon were on fire, we saw blatant racial injustice in that summer, and you didn't get to graduate at the time, of course. But none of that stopped you, because you are here today, and because we break down the barriers that are standing in our way, and I hope that you take the same fervor for overcoming challenges with you into the future. The second thing I learned from an individual, full of passion and determination. In taking on the government regarding an issue of alternative student finance, she spent 4 years of her life being vocal on the matter and has reached heights she herself never thought imaginable. But I won't get into the detail because I can see some of you vigorously fanning away. I know it's hot. So I asked her, where do you find the energy from to push through the hurdles which you face? And she told me, all you can do is do. And to me, that sounded like a crossover of Nike's Just Do It and Master Yoda's There is no do or do not, there is no try. But I think the lesson here really is that doing something is better than sitting idly by. And you are here because you have done. You have done tremendously well to chase after your ambitions. You are not complacent. You have shown this through all the late nights, the extensive research, and I know those dreadful 9 a.m.s. And all of this has culminated to this moment. You have shown that you will strive to achieve, and that is something to be tremendously proud about. Now, when I applied to university, I struggled with my personal statement. If you guys can cast your mind back 3 or 4 years ago when you were struggling with the UCAS or going through clearing like I did. But despite, I know lots of you might have parts of convictions and of uncertainty in where you're going to go next. But there are also those of you who are still unsure about what the future may hold. So I'll leave this with you, which I wrote. I said, I do not want to be a doctor, lawyer, nor engineer. I do not want an occupation or a career. I want to be a change maker. And you will go out into the world of work to provide vital skills and services. But wherever you go and whatever you do, remember the change starts here. A core mantra of mine from my sixth form college, School of the Nations, is making a difference today and tomorrow. So, thank you for all of your sacrifices, which you've made along the way. Thank you for your commitment, your hard work, and thank you for your resilience. Now go out into the world and be the change you want to see. Thank you.
The Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, Lord Boateng of Akyem and Wembley.
Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, graduates, family and friends, faculty. It's good to be here, isn't it? It's good to be here. They've made it. And in making it, you've made your family and friends and the faculty's day, you've made our day. But importantly, you have just so much more to offer and to do. And I'm here today as your Chancellor to say a couple of words. Well, actually, a bit more than a couple. A couple of words. And the first couple, to you all, to each and every one of you as graduates, is to say simply, well done. Well done. It's a great thing, isn't it, to graduate anyway. But to graduate as you have done in the middle of a global pandemic is really something very special. And it didn't just happen. It happened because of your resolve, your resolution, your resilience, all those R words. And it happened also and importantly, which is where the second couple of words comes in. It happened because of your families, your friends, and the faculty. Those who supported you, who were there for you, and those who taught you. And so it's for me as Chancellor to say to you all, family, friends, and faculty, to say on behalf of the wider community and the wider world out there, to say the couple of words that I think are the most important words, not just in the English language, but in any language. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being there for them, not just throughout their lives, because that's what family and friends do and are, but for being with them particularly at this particular time of their lives and at this particular moment in our history. Because it's because of you, their family, their friends, and in the years they've been at this university, their teachers. It's because of you that they are where they are today. And there's a wonderful Zulu and Xhosa word, which I learned when I was working in South Africa. It's called Ubuntu, Ubuntu. And it means that we are what we are because of others. We are what we are because of others. And if you think about that, that's true, isn't it? And the world has never needed more than at this moment what each and every one of you possesses and has learnt at this university. Not least in your particular faculty of business, accountancy, and finance. That capacity to be numerate, to read and to understand data. The world needs that. And then to make something of those figures, to make something of that data that is of value and importance to all. Because what we know is, what the figures tell us, is that the world has never been more unequal. The world has never been more unequal. The pandemic has shown that, hasn't it? And we need you to help equalize it, to make it a more equal and a fairer place. We need your skills. Our world needs your skills more than ever before. And that's why this university is proud to be the 11th in the whole world, the 11th university in the whole wide world, to be making a difference on inequality. That's not our judgment, because obviously we support Greenwich. That is the judgment of those who look at universities worldwide and say, who's up there? Well, Greenwich is up there. That's the start you have to make this world a less unequal place. But what the figures and the data also tell us, and frankly, we don't need figures and data to tell us, because a number of you, exactly, sir, are busy fanning away. We're fanning away because there's something happening up there. Global warming is making a difference. The environment is impacting on us as it's never impacted before, not just us as human beings, but on the entire species, the flora and the fauna in our world. Something's happening. We're in the grip of an existential crisis, environmentally as well as in terms of the pandemic. And that's why it's so important that this university has achieved first-class ranking globally in terms of the People and the Planet University League. That's the legacy which you take forward. That's what we now entrust to you. This planet and its peoples are entrusted to you as a generation. And we couldn't ask for more, could we? Just look at them, and look at yourselves. And it's right that here in Greenwich, the home of Greenwich Mean Time globally, time begins here for the whole world. But if you look around you, the whole world is in this room. Every continent, every faith, every background and culture is in this room. You couldn't have had a better start than the start you've had here. And we couldn't have better ambassadors, better warriors for a better world. And so what we say to each and every one of you as you go out into the world today as graduates of this university, that for each and every one of you, the best is still to come. The best is still to come. The best for you individually, and a better world for all of us. So, this is a reason, a cause to celebrate. And, I'm in the tradition in which I was brought up, and I was born in Hackney, just over the river, but I was brought up many thousands of miles away in the Gold Coast, now called Ghana. And we have a tradition there when we want to big up and to celebrate an achievement and a group of people. We have a tradition, and it's an oral, vocal tradition. And I want just to share that with you today, and I want you all to participate in it. Now, the faculty know what I'm going to say because they've done it before, because we've been doing a number of these graduation ceremonies. They're going to say one word, and you're going to answer, all of you, with another. And we're going to do it 3 times. So I'm going to rehearse you a bit first, then we'll do it 3 times. So what are we going to say? We're going to say, Aiko. We're going to say, Aiko. Exactly. Except they'll be saying it a bit louder. And you are going to say, Ya-e. Once more. Yeah. We'll learn from them. Good. So we're going to say that now 3 times. Aiko. Aiko. Now once so they can hear it all the way down the river in Westminster. Aiko. Once more. Aiko. Which means well done.
Vice-Chancellor, I now call upon Colin Allen, Director of Student Experience, to present to you award holders from the Business School.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you the award holders from the Business School. For the degree of Master of Science, Accounting and Finance, B.J. Ali. Ashwathi Anand. Khadra Abdullahi Arte. Riak Abdullahi Arte. Riza Sifliku. Nancy yeah. Nancy Nedanova Aneva. Arsen Vanelinov Imalov. Ravina Koleri. Aisha Juleika Ratri. Comfort Etim Bessie Slater. Chinthiga Thirukalaya Nathan. For the degree of Master of Science, Finance and Investment, Nana Anthony. Muhammad Amar Chauhan. Noor El Huda Gashem. Lucy Abigail Naomi Henry. Sherilyn Michelle Huxtable, who also received the Accounting and Finance Department Prize for postgraduate academic performance. Janatul Mahia. Victoria Ifioma Nwogu. Oluwatobi Oyesero. Wenting Yan. For the degree of Master of Science, Financial Management and Risk, Sarah Jane Titilola Flowers. Alexis Jean Stokes. For the degree of Master of Science, International Banking and Finance, Zoga Odile Darbe. Cynthia Endazomu. Mohammed Wasif bin Fari Al Mia. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Accounting and Financial Information Systems, Mohammed Habib Ahmed. Nahid Ahmed. Gabriel Oludamilola Olusina Balogan. Abdul Mahid Chowdhury. Scarlett Georgia Clifford Weston. Prabesh Gurung. Sabine Gurung. Emilia Kandaka. David Damian Kotkolski. Tahir Mohammed Patel. Sadia Banu Rahman. Sonia Banu Rahman. Pepe Stokes. Sabil ul Islam, who also received the Accounting and Finance Department Prize for the Best Undergraduate Project. Volkan Yelokaji. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Accounting and Financial Information Systems, Extended, Ramanik Kaur Gill. Simran Kaur. Rizwan Khan. Simran Kaur Lote. Philip Lee. Afsar Mia. Mohammed Hassanur Rahman. Alina Marine Raja. Mohammed Shakir. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Finance and Investment Banking, Ikran Ahmed. Harmeet Alfi. Constancia Babic. Aniswara Burevshi, who also received the University of Greenwich Merit Award for Outstanding Achievement. Emily Jane Elizabeth Cordo. Raluca Mihaela Fazekas. Saeed Tayyab Jamal Haidari. Stefani Kolarova. Kumera Chowdhury Neela. Mary Danielle Quintana. Saeed Mohammed N. Rabani. Bailey Anthony George Rees. Harriet Tolhurst. Maxwell Peter van den Wingarden. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Finance and Investment Banking Extended, Sukhpreet Kaur Dhaliwal. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Finance and Investment Banking Final Year Entry, Hazibullah Mohammadi. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the list of award holders from the Business School.
Vice-Chancellor, I call upon you to confer the awards.
Right, we now come to the final formal piece. But before we do that, I'd like you all to stand up so we can see how splendid you are and congratulate you on your wonderful achievements. Well done, everyone. Now, if you could stay standing, I'm just going to do the final formal bit, which is, by virtue of the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich and Chair of Academic Council, I confer upon all those who have been presented the title, award and honours to which you are entitled. So that means you are now graduates. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. Well done.
Please be seated. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, that completes this afternoon's presentation of successful award holders of the University of Greenwich. Would guests please remain seated until the processions have left the chapel and await instructions from stewards. Thank you and congratulations.